Yeah, it's your boy E3, son of the legendary Godfather, gangster rap, Eric Easy, Wright. And yeah, you rockin' with NUGL TV. You know, we rich and ruthless, baby. Once again, NUGL TV, rich and ruthless, baby. We choose to keep it real. Really though.
Yes. We're back here today at NUGL TV, here at the NUGL Media Platform Compound. How was your weekend, man? What's up, E3? Fabulous.
Caught up on some sleep.
That's the main thing.
I was running a little behind, but
You medicating?
I'm here. No.
You didn't medicate?
I couldn't. So that's why I was late. So
Yeah, he answered the phone, getting ready to come here today. I'm glad you're here today. We have a very, very special day today. I'm glad to have, I'm going to just say the city of Long Beach is in the house today.
Really
Let's give it for the city of Long Beach.
Appreciate that.
LBCA is in the building, man. It's so hard to get people in this industry down to come sit to this NUGL
next
TV
door
podcast.
neighbors.
Exactly. So let's go around the table and introduce everybody, starting off with you next to E3.
My name is Pam Chotiswatdi, and I do community education for the LBCA.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit more. I wear a lot of hats, but mostly I concentrate on education.
I love hats. I love education.
Lots of hats.
Yes. And in front of me,
My name is Stephen Contreras. I'm the Community Outreach Director for the LBCA,
LBCA. What that stand for?
the Long Beach Collective Association.
Man, that's very big for our people out there. Let's give it for the Long Beach Collective Association for even coming to that. So E, what you got for us today, man?
oh man, I got a lot.
Yeah, let's get to it.
We want to get into these guests and, you know, let them break down how all this goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start it off and ask how the chronic relief come to be and the history behind that.
Absolutely. So Chronic Pain Releaf Center has been around in Long Beach since 2010. One of the original lottery winners from the lottery in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So about 75 people got it, and only 24 applications were actually given out.
Right.
And from those 24, only 18 dispensaries were operating under the medical ordinance.
Wow.
So we've been there, and then unfortunately in 2012, due to a court case that made it to the California Supreme Court,
Yes.
Long Beach said they banned cannabis completely.
Yeah.
So we were forced to shut our doors down in 2012 and
Wow.
turned into campaign headquarters.
That's exactly why I couldn't get nothing from Long Beach.
Right.
For a while, too.
It was a movement,
They
huh? That
pushed
was
me all the way to Hollywood.
Right.
Far.
Right.
I couldn't get nothing from right there.
Wow, man.
Around
So
that time.
is that how, is that formed the LBCA? That was the initial
That was the initial kickoff.
the kickoff.
Yes.
Like to have a
The
voice.
initial crisis.
Right.
Yeah, that's when everyone had to come together because it's not even competing against each other. It's now, all right, we got to come together for this one cause.
Yes.
We got to get it back.
Yeah.
And so what we did is all the collectives came together, all the dispensaries.
That was my next question. How did the dispensaries get involved, and how did you get involved with dispensaries?
So Pam
So in 2010, when that happened, the city was, progressive. They were, there was Proposition 215. There were shops, so they decided they were going to have regulations.
Yeah.
And so they made their own regulations, and people were doing well for a couple years.
I remember, I had to cut you off
Oh, that's right.
because, come from Compton, I would go across Greenleaf and go to there was a couple of dispensaries on Atlantic. And they was called, you had to be a member. That's when you had your medical license card. You would sign up to be involved in the collective.
Yeah, then you'd be a
Because
member of
I didn't want to
collective.
grow at my house, so they would give me a plant to grow there. And I can buy a free access. Safe access. That's how that started.
Yep.
So they closed those companies, they closed those things down. I kind of I was all over the place, but
Yeah, so they had to ban. That was the ban, so everybody had to shut down. And then those operators got together to form, just to push policy. So our bosses, basically, they were on task force with the city.
wow.
They did studies. They brought it to the city council. They did a lot of
Yeah.
education on, government level.
Yeah.
And they were successful.
Wow. They were
Kind of,
very
to a
successful.
point.
Yeah.
And then they went to the voters. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so what we did is we formed a ballot initiative. So we gathered 50,000 signatures and we took it to the city.
Wow.
And out of those 50,000 signatures, the city came back and said 18 are invalid. Do it again.
Wow.
What?
Exactly.
So that was in 2014.
That was in 2014. And
So they went through the ballots with a fine-tooth pen.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
city hasn't always been on our side. Well,
Right.
it's not necessarily,
Right.
but we're getting there. We're getting,
Yeah.
it's better. So what we did is said, all right, we're gonna do it better. We partnered with a union. We partnered with the UFCW.
Wow.
We gathered 55,000 signatures this time and passed medicinal cannabis in the city of Long Beach with an ordinance. And then through that, our relationships with the city government is again educating politicians, educating the people who are representing the community. That's key. And so we approved recreational. Now we're currently trying to lower taxes throughout the supply chain.
That was the thing. I remember that the voters got kind of bamboozled into voting for recreational. That was a big campaign.
That's right, for 64.
Yeah, did you vote for that?
I did. And I'll tell you
Did
why
you regret
I voted.
it? Okay,
don't.
tell me. Okay, tell me.
I
Let's
don't.
go. Okay.
You know, from my view, from public health view,
Yes.
in society, when we change like societies, we want to change a society where they think we gotta start somewhere. And I felt there's a lot of wrong in 64, but we had to have something to start with.
Yes, exactly.
And I feel like that's what we always do in government. We start somewhere and then we go back and clean it up.
Yes.
Because we never start exactly where we went to. Because there's always going to be give and take. And if we didn't start right here, I don't know when that would happen. I don't know what would come up, if it would be better or worse. So that's why, yes, I did vote. But yeah, now I'm cleaning it up. Now we got to clean up a lot of mess. Then we just clean it
Let's
up.
get around Walker. The cleanup.
It's the cleanup now. It's the cleanup crew.
Fixing
It's the cleanup
policy.
crew.
Okay, well, not to get all in y'all business.
Yeah.
You know, though I know you guys are strong affiliates. Are you cannabis users? And if you are, how long?
Since I was about 13, 14.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lifelong.
That's right.
Wow.
But really, I never saw myself as. I thought this battle was too hard. You know, when
Yeah.
you're young, you're like, this is never going to happen. Peter Tosh can talk all day long about legalizing it. Like, it's never going to go our way. I'm not going to. That's not my fight. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that. But when I started actually studying for my public health degree,
See?
that really made me change my mind because I was like, I think I could do something here.
Yeah.
I could bring something to
Right.
this space, and
Yeah.
because it was missing. Education was
Man, I
missing.
love that energy. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
So yeah, I am definitely a consumer lifelong. I just like moved my skills, I guess, and my degree just in a different direction. But I don't think I've ever really stopped consuming.
That's beautiful. What about
Use it
you?
medically and recreationally.
That's right.
My first experience ever with cannabis was when I was 16 years old, and actually mine was synthetic cannabis. It was Murinol. So I have a little
Urinol.
Murinol.
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 Never heard of it.
It's synthetic cannabis.
It was
So
made in the 80s.
yeah.
What?
And I'm a cancer survivor, and so
Okay.
that was my first time ever doing it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
It's just thank you. Clap it up.
Blessings, man. Yeah.
So they said, I was just like, you know what, I'm willing to try anything. It's one of those days where you just don't know if you're gonna wake up. I was like, all right, just give me whatever. Terrible experience. Not what cannabis represented. It was not anything that actually helped me. That unfortunately threw me into stigma to believe all the bad things about cannabis. It wasn't until I was 18 where I was just dealing with so much pain due to different things in life, and so I just said, my buddy was like, just smoke. Just
Wow.
smoke. Just try it. You're against it. Just try it.
Yeah.
And so I did, and it started happening. And then I looked into the science behind it. Looked into tinctures. Looked into topicals, and then I found the LBCA, and I interned, and then just started learning. And I own a lot of my education of this amazing person right here, Pam.
You see what
and
I'm
so,
saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, and
It takes two.
Just getting into it, and
Or
again,
maybe more.
the LBCA, all the operators, they've given a lot.
Yes.
The owners of Chronic Pain Releaf Center have given everything. They're on the front lines. It's not a corporate run. This is a family mom and pop business that is fighting to give people the best alternative to pharmaceutical drugs. And that's all we can do.
Man, you know what, that kind of went to my next question. You answered it without me even asking you. That was how cannabis changed your life. But I want to go to the next one that was on my top of my mind. Does the Chronic Pain Relief Center do anything special for like veterans or special need patients and stuff?
Yeah,
like that?
we have so we pride ourselves off of being a pain relief center. We focus and we believe that every cannabis consumer is a medical patient, whether they know it or not.
I love it.
And so we do discounts for veterans. We do discounts for disability, discounts for unions and students. And so we really try to help out our community with giving everyone better.
So the Pain
access.
Releaf Center is a dispensary,
Yes.
legal, great. I have my military ID. I am a dishonorable discharged veteran. I served my I protected you.
Thank you for your service.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And my son joined.
Thank you.
He joined after graduating from high school. I gave him a direction. You know what I mean, for the future. No tattoos, no ears
Navigation.
piercings. Just profiting from my mistakes. I said, you hate me now, but you're going to love me later. He's going to love it.
Absolutely.
I was able to give him my old apartment. You know what I mean? He can take care of the bills, him and his brother-in-law. And he's just a good kid overall right now. And then I got some good news this past weekend, that my nephew, he's 12 years old, joined the military academy school.
Oh, there you go.
And he needed it. He was into the games and video games, and it was so cool because my brother, when they dropped him off at the academy for the weekend training, the initiation, my little nephew didn't look back. He didn't wave back at his mother or my grandmother, you know what I mean, and his father. He went in there and it kind of broke their heart. Like, he didn't even look back at us. So I really didn't think nothing of it.
That was going to keep him from going if he looked back.
Yeah, right. So he had that motivation because he was thinking about his uncle and his cousin and stuff. So he graduated for the 2 days, and he learned everything that I learned in boot camp in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, from drilling ceremony to learning all the ranks and addressing sir is sir and ma'am is ma'am. And it blew my mother's mind and my brother's mind that he came home and he said, I want to talk to Uncle Arnold. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get him on the phone, and he, what rank was you, Unc? You know what I mean? But it did good. It did really good, and I'm proud to say that by me leading that way as a veteran, that it kind of trickled down to my family.
Touching on your veteran experience and just you being a veteran, where do you think that cannabis outreach needs to be?
I'm an advocate of pain relief, and I do got several pains: knees, arthritis, back. As you get older, and you gain weight. I had scoliosis when I was born. It's back, spinal injury, whatever. But when I got out the military, I used to go to VA just for my back pain. Yeah. And then it was the knee pain, and they gave me the cortisone shot in the knee. They gave me any drug that I wanted to make me like this, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like anything man-made that made me loaded like that, right? Because of my business that I'm in.
And then they give you more pills for the side effects.
They gave me the pills that you can sell for $100. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I just didn't like the feeling. I mean, when I first got it for the pain, I did it. Then I noticed that I wanted more of those pills.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not good. I came from the 70s. We used to smoke Sherman and Angel Dust. You know what I mean? That wasn't good. I liked it. I whacked out, but that's not the way to be. But I went to my doctor and told him, I said, man, I don't like these pills. I don't like anything. I had to work. I got to move around. Got kids. So he gave me a Neoproxen. You know what I mean? And that worked. But it
That's
didn't
like an anti-inflammatory,
yeah.
right?
And then we went to ibuprofen. You know what I mean? So that's been working. But then I put that down and went to cannabis. I went to CBD. Are you guys into CBD?
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, let's talk about
Every
that.
day.
That's something that I definitely. My next podcast, I got a couple companies coming down. I got turned on to CBD in 2015.
Okay.
I was on tour with the Dog Pound, and we went to Seattle, Washington. And at a dispensary, one of the dispensary owner came to me and said, Bigg A, this processor wants to meet Daz and Corrupt and give him some weed. I'm like, what is a processor? He said, oh man, they grow and they process. I'm like, what? So that clicked me as a futurist. Yeah, bring them over. And I didn't know the business of it. I knew what we do here, but never got deep in it. You know what I mean? But they pulled me deep in it. Went to the plant, showed us all about the LBC rules, the seed, the sale, the tracking, the biometrics, all that. in a couple of days, and became partners, investing in that company. And I learned about the business aspect of it. Now, we went to another dispensary in Trump neighborhood of Washington, right?
Okay.
Trump everywhere, but it was a dispensary there. So when we walked in there, it was me and a couple other guys. Oh, people were looking at it like, what the fuck is this, right? So we're in a dispensary because we paid to go there. And I noticed a lot of old people was in the back. I asked him, man, what's the, he said, that's our coffee shop. Go back there, get you some coffee, and tell them to give you a couple splashes of CBD. What the fuck is that? So I went back there, man, and a couple of old people that was there was curious of who we were. You know, and I had on a Snoop Dogg shirt or whatever. And I think this guy was 70 years old, white guys. And I asked him, you do cannabis? He said, I do CBD. I've been coming here for 8 years. I had cancer, I had this, and I come here twice a day. I get 10 drops, 10 in my coffee every day, faithfully. And I haven't been to the doctor since. What? So that's what interested me in CBD. And then reading about, what was that, Chong? Was it Chong?
Tommy Chong.
Tommy Chong took CBD, or was it THC? Whatever. I think it was both.
It's
both.
It was both. He was taking it orally.
Yeah.
For cancer.
For tincture. Yeah.
Probably right.
Some RSO.
And then that's convinced me, and I've been on CBD ever since.
It's amazing. It's one of the most abundant cannabinoids in the cannabinoid system, and it's found in the plant, and it helps with everything.
Yeah.
The ECS monitors your mood, your temperature, your memory, your reproductive system, digestive system. So like, it is truly, I don't want to say a magic pill, but it has to do with our whole system in your body.
Yes.
So you can't avoid the medicinal benefits.
Yes, exactly.
And it's a really good anti-inflammatory.
Yep.
So it would take place of the naproxen that you were taking.
Right, exactly.
I have an autoimmune disease where I have a lot of inflammation. And I kind of started CBD probably the same time you did, right? Around 2014, 15.
Yeah.
And I was taking a lot of naproxen, but it was wrecking my stomach.
Exactly. That's why I
And then I
stopped.
was all stiff. Yeah. But I still got really inflamed, like just like stiffness and that. So I switched to CBD and I started taking it kind of like a vitamin. I take it like a supplement. I take it every day, like that gentleman does, and I'm great. My inflammation is very, very minimal. It only really gets triggered actually by summertime, like when it's hot and humid. I have to take a little bit more.
That's crazy. I learned so much about cannabis, CBD, and inflammation just through information. I didn't know that a lot of our diseases and a lot of our sickness and illnesses start from inflammation. Inflammation, yeah. That's rest in peace to Dr. Sabi. He was on that mission.
Yeah.
I studied him when Left Eye went to him. I got involved, looking at his, and he was in L.A. off La Brea. I had a nephew would go to him and buy everything from him. And on his demise, then people went in there, locked the building up, and tried to package up his product. And it wasn't his product.
Tried to put a stamp on his own.
Oh, wow.
His nephew doing it now.
Yeah, but it's not him.
Or his grandson.
His grandson, yeah. Dr. Sabi built a warm springs from the mountains of natural resources. Wow. Didn't know why the water was hot. You know what I mean? But it had healing elements in it. Up in its
Minerals.
Yeah. But it's great. Let's just give us a round of applause.
Absolutely.
I like to feel good.
We're just having fun,
We're
right?
having some natural endorphins is kicking in.
Oh, that just explained it all to me,
I know.
I wanted to ask, but it's no need to ask because it's a lifestyle,
Right.
This is a lifestyle.
Right.
Surrounded by all of us.
Right.
And, I just want to know, do you guys work with any sports programs or anything as far as?
Yeah, so at Chronic, we recently just started reaching out to a lot of our local athletes, and we started a Chronic athlete program. So we work with people who do parkour, free running, a few BMX and skateboarders, and again, it's a lifestyle. So we want to show people, we want to break the stigma that we're not lazy stoners, we're productive, we use it for healing elements, we use it for true pain relief. It doesn't matter whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're flipping, or whether you're riding a bike. Everyone shares that common interest.
Real talk.
And so we believe in lifestyle and fully embodying cannabis. So that's what we live by.
It's interesting because when you're spreading spreading the anti-stigma, I guess you can say. Because when you step out of our cannabis world and you talk to people that are not cannabis educated, it's very difficult.
That's a great. So I was.
We don't have these flowing conversations outside.
I mean,
It's hard to break
some of
down
us,
to them.
You know,
like that.
some of
Other
our
than
patients.
someone who's associated with that, it's easier to talk to them. But for people who don't know much about it, they just it's all ears, really.
Just give them
Don't
my
say
bag.
nothing.
I'm gone.
Don't say nothing. Just be all ears. I got something to drop on you.
It's crazy because I was talking to the community just last night, and one of the ladies, she was like, "Wow, I can't believe how well spoken you are."
See?
And I was like, "That's breaking stigma." Instead of
Right.
like getting offended, I was like, "No, I'm breaking stigma.
Sure.
Just because I smoke doesn't mean I can't be well spoken."
But you did get offended in the back of your head, like, ain't that some shit?
Oh I was. It was
Like, wow,
I was with
seriously?
one of my friends, and they're like, "Are you okay?"
Okay.
I was like, "No, like it's good. I did my job. I broke stigma." She's
did
not
what you
gonna
had
say
to do.
like I'm educated. I'm in the community and I care.
That's right.
That's what matters.
That's the
good.
positive
I like
part
to
about
call
it.
those uncomfortable conversations.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
right.
is very, very uncomfortable.
We have when we have we have volunteer orientations, and
Wow.
you know, we get our volunteers ready to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
Because it's it's a skill, and you can get offended, and
Yeah.
it's not taking it personal. It's just lack of education.
Let's get back to the LBCA. How is that funded? Is it there's grants or is it
yet.
contained? How do you get to pay the bills?
Absolutely. So right now we're a fully nonprofit. We're a C4 nonprofit trade association.
C4.
Yeah. So we're a social nonprofit. The slight difference between a C4 and a C3 is a C4 can give like small political contributions or
Okay,
get involved. Not
okay.
necessarily give a bunch of money. But we can get involved, and we have we're stakeholders.
Okay.
Versus a C3 is very transparent with everything, which again does not get involved in any politics. And again, cannabis is policy.
Yes, it is.
If you want it to push forward, you want to make it better, you have to go through the political system.
Right.
So that's why we're involved.
Yes.
But we are funded by our members. We have all of the dispensaries, cultivators, manufacturers, distributions, and labs. They're members, and so what they pay dues for is not only keeping the lights on, but it's for lobbyists, it's for moving political efforts, and then also we're very, very involved in the community. We do a beach cleanup every month, neighborhood cleanups every month. We also do expungement fairs where we take people and reclassify their cannabis felonies or misdemeanors.
Look at that!
Exactly, it's social equity, and that's super what we believe in. And
see, that's beautiful.
we look at cannabis through a social equity lens.
Yes.
Because we have to remember all the people who've been affected by the war on drugs.
Wow.
The mass incarceration.
We try to make LBCA very well-rounded, because cannabis really touches all kinds of issues. Every issue that we have, like cannabis, you can cannabis will touch it.
Yeah.
Just people who don't believe it, they ignore it.
Exactly.
Yes,
They go
that's true.
elsewhere and downhill.
Right.
I mean, I tell everyone, do the research. Like when we're out advocating with people, talking to the public, is you don't have to believe me. You can Google this. It's right there. Google any question you have. Why is it illegal? Why did prohibition start? It's greed and it's hate.
Right.
And once you get past that and you actually look at the medicinal benefits and get past your own stigma and break the systemic problem, you'll move forward. And it's going to be better for the community.
So the LBCA, who is like the president, vice president? Who is the
Okay. Well, besides the two of us, we have a executive director.
Okay.
So really, it's the three of us are like the staff. And our executive director, he was actually a former city councilman.
I love it.
And he's also a pastor.
I love
He's
it.
just a really good support and champion for our cause.
Bringing good people.
And then our board members, right now we have 3 board members, and they're kind of our founding members.
Okay.
So it'll be Greg Luffian from Chronic.
Yes.
Adam Hijazi from Long Beach Green Room.
Yes.
And John Bianco from LB Collective.
LB Collective.
Yeah.
Now tell me this. Is it possible that we can get a CPTCA? Train some of our people that has the same passion, but not the administration. I want to head up the CPTCA.
Tell them.
Yeah.
I want to do it. E.
Really, though.
We need that in another city. See, we 2 cities by the sea. Compton, Long Beach, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Dad's Little E and E3.
Yep.
I mean, the cities are so tied together. The city of Compton is going through its struggle of legalizing and trying to comprehend it. I know that the community.
I actually sat on a panel for Compton
is that
last in January. I want to say it was January 2018.
Okay.
I was sitting on a panel with this. I think it was with the city. They were trying to pass an ordinance,
They're
and I was
trying to
like,
yeah.
I was giving some like public safety, public health education.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
have extended out. I want
Yeah.
to continue to move forward on that because I know about the internal combustion going on with that, and it's just that there's a lot of leaders but no coordinators.
Well, and that's exactly what we do, and we have this conversation all the time. People just need to step into the roles, and we've just
Step
taken
into
where
the
we're
roles.
stepping into the roles. Not saying that we're obviously going to know everything, but we want people to work with us. That's what the whole association's about: is bringing all these businesses together, all these super, extremely intelligent people, and brainstorming. It's not one people. We're not. Oh, it's me, because whatever the LBCA does, the entire industry benefits. It's not just one operator.
You know why I asked you that? Why I asked you that? I had a record shop in Compton. It was dedicated to his dad, Easy, Underworks and Tapes. I was by myself when I started. No support from any other record store. The big chains couldn't go to them, ask them any questions, advice. There was the VIP Records chain, which was a family grip on VIP Records, VIP Music. You had to be, and they had their own coalition. There was 12 of them. They were family members. Their older brother got into a little pickle, so he gave all his stores to his family members. Each of them owned a store, so they formed a coalition. That coalition, the family came together as 12 stores, which was buying power to the labels. So I came up by myself and tried to join their coalition on a referral from a record label executive that knew my passion and my movement from Compton, my community. Now, they had 2 stores in Compton, VIP Music and Rosecrans, and one downtown Compton, but I couldn't associate with them because I was out, not in the family. So I went to them and tried to join. Oh, no, you pay me $1,500 a month, and we consider that. What? You're going to charge me? So I went back to the drawing board and said, you know what? There was a lot of stores in Long Beach that wasn't recognized by them in swap meets, a lot of stores in L.A. and Gardena, mom and pop shops that wasn't even recognized. So because I had my foot in the door a little bit, I used my relationships with these other stores and started my own association. It's called the Worldwide Unified Retail Association. And I started getting 2 stores from each state, which was 100 stores off the rip, plus the 15 stores I had here in L.A. Made me a magazine like this, a little smaller, like the size of a jet. Put everybody's store and the map in there. Went to a record release party, passed out these magazines, and I hit. You know what I mean? Because I brought other stores from other cities together as an association.
You guys were you had the same goal.
That's why I asked you about just planting that seed about the CPTC. I'm going to talk to some of my people that's in charge of trying to push the initiative in the city.
It's really, we've really found effective, we just really started, the public outreach last year. So, community outreach. And really, it's really getting out there and
it's a
talking to them.
blueprint. You put together a blueprint that's working, and I mean, it really feels good just to know the
It's
city.
really like opening, I always say, you got to get out of this. Well, as much as we love this cannabis bubble, we're so comfortable in it, you got to get out of the bubble and be uncomfortable.
Yes.
And be really uncomfortable out there.
Because it's a big movement. It's big.
It is.
I know now look at this. LA County got their own thing going. I know they're shutting down because they're finna reopen. They're shutting down all the stores that they had in LA, downtown LA, just shut them down, boom. But they're saying, hey, we're gonna have a lottery. We're going to issue out, I think, 24 licenses or 50 licenses.
I'm not
or
sure
something.
what their number is.
They're trying, but the LA County, parts of Compton is in LA County. My house is in LA County.
Oh, okay.
It's in Compton, but it's
Right.
LA County. Compton,
Okay.
when Compton had its own PD, they couldn't come to my street. It would be the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know parts of Compton were like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So there's one part of Compton that I grew up on, is Atlantic and Alondra, which is Atlantic Drive. It's Compton, 90221. There's a dispensary right there on the corner. City of Compton can't touch them because they're in LA County. LA County don't even know about it. They're not advertising on weed maps.
And so
Right.
that's
Right.
that would lead into an amazing topic, which is the illicit market. So right now, if you're
Yes.
looking at California, the illicit market makes up about 75% of the industry.
Wow.
So now you have 25. You have the legal operators. That's who they're competing against. people who are selling product for 2.5 times less than market value.
Exactly.
You're not going to be able to compete. And so that's when you look into compassion care, where people
Yes.
who are on fixed incomes, people who are disabled,
Yes.
they can't pay those high prices. So
Right.
you're driving them to the illicit market,
Yes.
the only place where they can
Yes.
get their medicine and their pain
Yes.
relief. So fighting and buying legal and the importance of that. If people go to the trap shops, they don't realize that they're getting untested product.
Yeah, real stuff.
They're not
They
getting
don't
taxes.
care.
Brown.
We experienced brown.
Brown.
But you know, and it comes back to really like local government and really educating your local government. And it's hard, you know, because stigma is
Strong.
You know,
So
I know.
strong.
But I learned more about the local politics, right? Because there's council, city council.
city council and your
Certain
mayor.
amount, city council. Mayor was with it. Yes. Okay. She said yes. Let's do it, because her husband was building a grow house and trying to take over the distribution of the product.
Okay.
So we found out about that. No, right? Now there's 5 other board members, council members. It only takes 3 to shut anything down.
Yeah,
So
votes.
3 of them got together. No, you know what I mean? Well, 2 just got voted out by the city because some of the young homies started this thing called the Compton City Movement.
Okay.
And they knew about the politics, and these are some of the homies that can't vote.
See,
but
those
they
are the kind
pushed
of
it.
things that will change your local government
There it is.
because it's
There it is.
action.
Yep.
You gotta act.
They pushed out two of the members council that have been holding it down for 12, 13 years.
That's
got them out of
what
there.
you do.
know, they pushed the vote campaign, got a lot of us to register to vote, and because of us, they wasn't. And to learn about how to become mayor and how to become city council, how many votes you need to get in. I said, man, I got way more than that in my phone. You know what I mean? Friends in the hood. You know what I mean? Let me run for mayor, you know.
Yeah.
But now I want to give it up to you guys for coming down.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I need some last words. How can we get in touch with you guys, starting with you?
You can get in touch with us through our social media.
What is that?
It's our IG is at the LBCA. You could contact us on our website.
Absolutely. What's the website?
Email. Our website is same, thelbca.com.
Okay.
My email is pamc.lbca.com. Or what was my
Or
email?
it's pam@thelbca.com.
Is that working?
It is working.
Okay. I'm not using that yet, but if it's working, use that
It's
one.
good. I'm going to tell everybody, too, all our viewers, hit her up for business, not personal, because she is beautiful. I'm just letting you know.
And myself, for Chronic, you can find us at chronic_LB.
Yep.
And then you can DM us, or if you have any questions, you can do info@chroniclb.com. For myself, you can find me at the LBCA or Steven@thelbca.com.
And one parting word, how can NUGL benefit us all?
NUGL is actually part of the LBCA.
That's what I
we
want to
actually
hear.
have a
You hear
spread out in
me,
the
and you're going to
latest
continue.
magazine,
Yes,
so-
I love
Really
it. With
dope.
big
this is
person.
family. This is
It's family. It's a
right
good
You
thing,
heard
and I
it there.
want to thank you guys for coming in NUGL TV today.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
I
This
wish
was fun.
us all prosperity and success in the very near future.
Most definitely.
Let's give it up.
there.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
That's a wrap.